Hey guys, this is Joshua with ABR, and right now we're just trying to tell the stories of a lot of our different athletes, and we have one of my favorite athletes who comes from a very long way away. And Marilyn, thanks for being on the show.
Yes, my pleasure.
So where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Wyoming, and now we live in Idaho.
All right, yeah, Idaho is a long way from Savannah, a long way from Nashville. So what made you interested in working with ABR?
Well, my brother-in-law and I were talking about different prosthetics, and he asked why I didn't have a really cool running blade like he sees on the Olympics. And I told him why, because insurance doesn't cover those, and so I've never had that. And he said, oh, there's got to be something out there. And he found ABR, and he came and he was telling me about it, and he said, hey, check this place out. Their goal is to have an athlete in every state and to help people become the athletes they've always wanted. And I couldn't believe there was something out there like that, or people good enough to just want to help. And I thought, this is what I've always wanted, because I've always been active, but I feel like I had always been held back by my prosthesis.
Yeah. So who did you, when you came in, you went through all the application vetting process, who did you wind up working with?
So after I filled out the application, I got to talk to Joshua, and he said, hey, we have 2 founders and you can work with either one of them. Ryan is in Savannah and Aaron's in Nashville, and we just thought, let's go check out Savannah. So we went and worked with Ryan about 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then I know, I remember recruiting you for the last Ragnar relay that we did back in 2019. And there was one particular thing that actually our gracious cameraman is involved in. But why don't you tell me a little bit about your nighttime run?
Oh man, so we had 3 segments to run, and so I was on my second segment, and it was, I think, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was pretty cold. I was freezing, and but it was a pretty short run. It was about 3 miles, and when I got to the end, I saw Ryan, and then I thought I was going crazy, like hallucinating, because I saw my husband standing next to him, and he had flown out and surprised me, and I didn't know he was coming, and I just was so excited.
Yeah, I think I've always known that one of the great things about ABR is the community that we foster, but I think the types of communities that we attract to is really special, and I could see the love that your husband had for you and the desire that he had to be a part of this run with you. And I think that's a very it's a great thing. It's also a thing, like, and I told him later, like, you just made it hard on all husbands for the rest of this weekend, because we're not going to do anything near what you did.
Well, he had a lot of help from my friends too. It was a whole community family effort, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So tell me, why are you back in Nashville now?
Well, I sent a text to Ryan, and I said, hey Ryan, do you have any tips for me as I try to train for a marathon? Because he's also an amputee, just like me, and so I figured he'd have some good tips of how to take care of my leg and do different things. And he said, his text back was, well, you're not going to do it on that leg. So he said, you need a blade for that. And I was like, no way, I can totally do it on this. This is an awesome leg. And he said, I know you can do it, but I know it can be better. So I'm here for a blade runner, and he's right. It's incredible. And I'm so excited to be able to train for the marathon on it and hopefully finish it.
Yeah. So when's the marathon, and where will it be?
It's October 2nd in St. George, Utah.
That should be a beautiful setting.
Yes, I'm excited.
Well, thanks very much. Again, we're doing this as part of our efforts for the Big Payback, which is May 5 and 6, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we really look forward to talking to you more, telling more stories about the wonderful athletes that make ABR who it is.
ABR is the best.